this month is all about the lower back. So we're going to talk about some ways to change up our forward bend or forward fold. So we can we'll start off with a wide leg forward fold. So we go into our basic stance here, and we know we're lifting through the arches, right? We're not collapsing the inner ankles down. Lifting through there, we're activating all of the inner leg muscles, right? All the way up to the pelvis. And then as we roll the shoulders down to back, we're lengthening through the spine. Now we want to maintain the integrity of the spine in this pose. We don't want to be hunching forward. That's just going to round the back. And then those back muscles, which if there's lower back pain, are likely to be weak. Again, different for everybody. But we don't want to be forcing them to yank the spine back up. So we're not going to be rounding down. So we're going to start in this pose. And as we press the shoulders down, we're going to bend the knees. Okay? So we're still engaging the core here. We still have the back muscles and the ab muscles pulling in. And we're going to go halfway. You could go halfway. And if this is a stretch, then just be here. You can put the hands wherever. I wouldn't put them on the backs of the knees. You can come down to blocks. And as you progress, we're bending at the hip. So the back is staying, and you can lower the blocks. And we bend a little more at the hip. So remember, ball and socket, right? They move together. We're not forcing it. We're rotating. So it's the most, mobile joint. But we need to respect that and stay within the boundaries that, our bodies have at this time. So you can come here, here. You could also use a wall and go halfway up with support on the wall and keep the knees bent. If you're, say, doing a sun salutation and your lower back is bothering you and you want to do the plank, right, because planks are great for strengthening the core, but you're just not comfortable coming up and bending down, you just modify. So you can put the feet, hip width apart. You could put them closer if that's comfortable. Everybody's different. But what I want to show here is we're bending the knees and we're coming down. You could also do blocks here if that was comfortable. And remember, they make different size blocks too. So bending the knees, that's okay. We're not arching the back. We're not increasing the lordotic curve. We're keeping it pretty flat. We're not erasing the natural curvature, but we're not forcing anything. And a lot of times, the hamstrings, they might be weak, they might be stretched. Maybe the glutes are weak, and the piriformis is just pulling that leg out. So the other thing to consider when you are doing yoga and your back hurts or your students' backs hurt, watch the foot placement, because if people come in like this, their piriformis is probably pretty tight, to guess. So we want to encourage our feet to go straight. Now, some people just are built this way. That's okay. Listen to your body. You know your body the best. So you can be here. You could do a reclined, extend a hand to big toe and stretch out the hamstrings. But we're gonna go a little bit wider here, and we're rotating. You see that? I'm hoping you guys can see this. This rotation at the pelvis, at the hip joint. Not much else is moving. My back is staying. My legs are staying, slightly bent, but that rotation happens at the hip, and we're not popping the pelvis out. The coccyx is not just popping out that way. It's very intentional, very purposeful movement, and we're keeping that lower back in a neutral position. So we can hopefully help it feel better, but at the same time, we're still moving. We're not just sitting down saying, "Oh, my back hurts." We're trying to help it.